Whoops. Hi guys. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, ow. Just hurt myself. Hi. Welcome to everybody joining in. You guys get to see me without my fancy schmancy lights and everything at my very messy nail table right now because I just got done with my guests. Hello. Come on in. Come on in. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, so fun watching everybody come in. Okay, let me get my iPad, my handy dandy iPad open here. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, I have so much mess going on. Ah! Okay. Oh, lovely hair too. All right. So, what's we got here? Today, I am using actually a Disneyland travel mug. This is my favorite souvenir at the park because it A, comes with coffee, and B, comes in a cup you get to take home forever for like $6.95 or something. So I have like 1,000,001 of these things. Okay, so I have saved so much stuff. So welcome to Nails Over Coffee. It's March 7th. I'm your hostess with the mostess, Michelle Cordes Pugh. And last night, you can still catch it on Periscope. I did a trial of the Elegant Glass Nails suspension gel, which was super cool, beautiful, amazing. I wasn't even planning on doing the trial on live with you guys, but it was so pretty I couldn't not. So I had to like pop on and do that. So it's up and it will be up for the next little while, and then it will be archived on University of Nails if you are a University of Nails member. So what else did I save on here? Oh, so does anybody know what brush this is on this video? Let's see. I know this is a Crystal Nails video. Let us see what we're doing, and then I'm going to pause it here. It's a really fine art brush. Looks like that. See that little teeny tiny fine brush? I want that. I need that. I need to have that brush in my life. So if anybody knows what brush that is, please tell me because I really want it. See, look how the little fine line it draws. Oops, let me get the angle right. There we go. So look at that little fine line. I need that. I need that brush. So somebody out there has got to be able to tell me what brush that is. I know it's a Crystal Nails brush. I know that. Let's see. Nobody? All right. Well, if you know what brush that is on that video, please, please, Crystal Nails, you know, all the brushes that they have. I know, but I want it to be the really tiny one. And see, that's the thing, is I always think I'm buying a really tiny one, and then it ends up not being really tiny. But I saw that one being used, and I can see that it's tiny. So, I don't know. I'm maybe one of the Crystal Nails educators who watches this. Comment below on Facebook if you know what one that is. Okay, so here was a little funny I got over the weekend. I thought was what your fingernail length says about you. I thought this was fun. So, the various length of, I know I tried trimming my brush. It was okay for a while, but, so what your fingernail length says about you. You're not good with a hammer. You're overly hygienic. Like all the way down to pirate. So this was good for a giggle over the weekend. I thought it was kind of fun. Are you a pirate? Or are you an aspiring velociraptor? Anyway, some of the things that get shared with me over the weekend. I thought that was really funny. Back to saved things. Oh, so the spray-on polish thing, right? The clickbait, everybody talking about like spray-on polish things. So this is hilarious. Today.com, like Today TV show. So they tried it and they said that it sucked. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just let this play so that I can so that it's got to go through a video so that we can enjoy this together. Because yeah, they gave it a try. They got, and apparently they, it's $12, and this is the Nails Ink one, not the Spray Perfect one, but, so let's see. Let us watch spray on nail polish together. All right, there's the base coat you still have to put down no matter what. Spray. Top coat. Which that's what I said. It's like, dude, if I still have to brush on base coat and top coat, then why in the world would I want to? Okay, and this is where you're supposed to be able to... Right? That's what I was thinking. What a mess. Okay, that was not a review. That was a video. Dude, that was lame. Today, that was lame. So here's what we found. Oh, okay. The polish is slated to come in 2 colors. Shoreditch Lane, a silvery metallic, and Hoxton Market, a light pink. So base coat and top coat, I started by applying a layer of base coat and letting it dry for a few minutes so it wasn't too tacky. The base coat dried very quickly. A few short minutes, I was on to step 2. Now the fun part you've been waiting for, spraying the polish. Be ready to get a little messy and have some fun. It feels a bit rebellious, like painting graffiti on an old building, but with your nails as the backdrop instead. I recommend putting down a layer of cardboard or newspaper since the spray goes everywhere, especially all over your hands. Painting one finger at a time is nearly impossible, so just spray back and forth as you would with any aerosol can until you have a nice even coat across all fingers. And feel free to spray generously. I missed some spots even after thinking I had completely covered every millimeter of my fingertips. Oh my God. Once my nails were really polished, I let it dry for about 5 minutes before moving on to the top coat. The paint dries much faster, which is a major perk, but look at that tweet with that holy awful mess. Oh my God. Okay. After a few minutes of waiting for the top coat to dry, I was off to the final step. Right? Rolling our eyes. Wee! Ew. After a few minutes of waiting, I was washing the polish off. Nails Ink says you can easily get the polish off your skin with some soap and water. The reality, while the soap and water combination helped my hands look far less like the Tin Man's, I can't say it did the trick. I had to rely on a little nail polish remover to be completely clean. This part of the process took way longer than I would have liked, especially since that the spray's main claim. But they said the finished product looked good. It had a really nice chrome-like shiny color. And are you ready? I'm going to even give this a drum roll. Because as nail techs, we know the biggest complaint is the polish didn't last. It started to chip after 8 hours and one even peeled off entirely. So how are you going to save from going to the salon? So what's the final verdict? On the downside, the application method creates a mess and it takes some elbow grease to get the polish off your skin, and was disappointed that the polish peeled off so quickly. But the manicure only took 15 minutes from start to finish, and the application is fairly easy. And that basically, if this is not the future of nails, shut it. So basically, if you are going to throw something on your nails to be able to go out into the world for a few hours till your polish chipped, then that might be all right. And you want to spend 15 minutes doing that. But you could also just spend 15 minutes polishing your nails and have it last for a few days, especially or longer if you buy polish from a professional who tells you how to use it. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, there was the go-to run on that. Maybe it will bring us more business because people will realize they really do need us. You know what? Word. That is probably exactly true. And especially if in your salon, you're rocking an extended wear polish like Caption is 10 days, 11 days. Dazzle Dry is 2 weeks or more, especially if they've got a decent nail to begin with. Even Vinylux, you know, most people, it's a weekly wear, but most people can get at 5 to 6 days a week out of it, especially if they buy the top coat and top coat at home. So yeah, I would expect better out of Sally Hansen from a drugstore. Less. I've done the Sally Hansen like stick on one that you just, it's like polished, but it's like strips. And so you just put it down and file it off the end and top coat it. I've done those and have them last longer than what they reviewed this as lasting. And it took way less than 15 minutes to put them on. So needless to say, and at $12 for a can, not impressed. Not impressed. So did you guys get to see, let's see, what was this fun video I saw? What was this? So did you guys have a good weekend? I hope you had a good weekend. Oh, this was the video. Okay, so I don't know. Be quiet. So, oh my gosh, be quiet. Okay, apparently I'm technologically challenged today. So, okay. So when you go to like whatsupnails.com and there is the squares that have like the zigzags or whatever through them. And so you peel the zigzags off or the stripes or whatever to work on the nail, but then you're left with the shape that it comes in, right? If it's one that's got, you know, you've peeled off some lines and so now you've got every other line, but now you've got this thing left. I thought this video was epically awesome on what to do with that. So let me turn the volume up. Okay, check it out. Pretty cool, huh? Wouldn't that be like an awesome way to use, so after you've taken what you need from the insides of the little stencil guys, to be able to take the outside that's left and be able to make accent nail decals ahead of time on a mat? So, oh, see, this is totally a visual one, Brenda. So you will have to watch it later because this has been a very visual episode. So she said she was driving and listening, so she's gonna have to look later. So I don't know. I just think that because if we're gonna spend money on these decal things, that we don't want to throw anything away, right? And so oh, and I went to IKEA yesterday. If you have an IKEA near you, the lint roller tapey Madoo things, it's a Bostis, whatever. This is $1.49. And so when you're cleaning off your stampers, you can use a lint roller for this to get the extra, you know, ink off your stamper. Right? But what's even cooler is a 4-pack of these refills is only $2.49. So you could pick up the roller with one of these and enough, even if you're like a serial stamper, enough rolls to replace this with for like, what, $4? And you're set to go. So IKEA, if you have an IKEA near you, this is the place to get those things. Oh, and that's IKEA. That brings me to the note of IKEA. So we were talking about, I mentioned something about going to IKEA yesterday. And we were talking, somebody wanted to know, I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was off the top of my head, wanted to know, IKEA, is that a good place to get nail stuff? And between the IKEA hacks that you can find just by searching IKEA hacks on the internet or Pinterest or whatever, like I saw a table there yesterday that would be a perfect nail table. It was like a kitchen tabletop. It was a little wider, but that would be okay by the time you set the, so like on my table is narrower, but my armrest sticks out on the client side of my table. So if my armrest was sitting on my table, it would be the same thing. What do you use to store your embellishments? Okay, so they have, let me tell about the table first. The table was only like 49 bucks. And for the tabletop and the 4-leg kit. And you can customize it to like whatever you want. And they sell glass tops to go over the top of it that are the same size as the tables, right? So then they've got these, they're by where the tables and everything are, but they are little rolly things that will like slide right under the table. And they have like 4 drawers, and then you can buy their little drawer organizer kits and put them in there, and then you can organize everything in there. So there's that as an option. They had one set up yesterday that I thought was like amazing. It was one of those 4 cube things, 8 cubes, 2 wide, 4 tall, 8 cubes, and they sell a hardware bracket kit that makes it so you can mount the table to the cubey thing in the middle of the 2, and then you have the legs. You only have to buy 2 legs. You have the legs that go underneath it. The whole thing was only like 189 bucks or whatever. And what I kept thinking is, with a rolly thing on the other side, you could display retail up in the cube and a price list and stuff like that. And then you'd still have room on your table. And then down below, you'd have room for all of your bottles of stuff, which would be super rad. And they have like 99-cent little tabletop standing picture frames that you can use to put like your price list in or whatever, that you'd be able to sit right in that little cube. And here's the even cooler part. If you need to convert your table to a standing table, you can put your client in a pub height chair on the other side, and you just move the table 1 cube up, and the legs are extendable. So then you could have a standing table, and your client could still be sitting, and you wouldn't be sitting all day if that's what you decided you wanted to do. You'd already have all the stuff. All you have to do is buy or move the bracket hardware stuff up. So, Nail Candy says, I have one of those rolly drawers. It's great. Yeah, that's totally what I was looking at. And they have several different kinds. Or the Billy bookcases and the Pax wardrobes and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, and there's a gazillion online IKEA hacks for those. But you could get like Billy bookcases, and you could put little lights in underneath them. So to showcase like your retail on the top 2, and then put cabinet doors over the top. And she got it from Scratch and Dent Selection, so it was like 30% off. Nice. Good shopping. And their little shelf rail things that they have are the same, because at IKEA, if you get it all at IKEA, like everything's the same kind of colors and it's the same kind of widths, you could actually get one of like the Billy bookcases or whatever and put the rails in there to, oh, you don't have IKEA in New Zealand? That's so lame. Can you order it online? It just has to come from like Europe or somewhere. But you could put polishes in there, or like your gel polishes could go in there to be stored behind a cabinet door, or you could put those little rail things like the spice rack things on the doors so that it's holding them in there. Or if you had like the Pax wardrobe with the sliding doors, they've got some that are so clean and so pretty. You could use it as a room divider. Oh yeah, afraid isn't worth ordering it. You've got to have an import store though in New Zealand that would be similar kind of stuff, because like it's just usually not as cheap, because IKEA is pretty inexpensive. But like we have also like World Market here, and it has some of the same stuff. It's just more expensive. But I'd be willing to bet, especially if you can get down into like an international trading district, where you are, where there's like a port in New Zealand, you might have some better choices for those kind of things. Or you could build it. I know that sounds kind of weird. Like do you have closet made stuff in New Zealand? Because like the cube things and stuff come from, you can also buy them here in the States from Closet Made. And you could probably just get regular wood from like, like a lumber store or a hardware store or something like that. And you could probably just order the adjustable legs and the mounting bracket, and the freight on that might not be nearly as expensive. So put some thought into that. I can't believe you don't have IKEA in New Zealand. That's lame. Now see, that's the only strike I've ever heard against New Zealand, because otherwise, love the New Zealanders. Like, you guys actually have good food regulations down there, which I totally dig. So yeah, there's just so many things and lots of little things. So like I have a coffee bar for my clients, and I normally have like packets of sugar and stuff like that, but a lot of my clients come with coffee because this is Seattle, let's face it, land of Starbucks. So I don't go through it as fast as I would like. Well, these little guys, sealant jar things, were only $3.49. And so I was able to put all of my sugar in there and all of my little creamer containers. And so now it looks all nice and neat and put away, and it was cheap. What else did I get from IKEA that was, my table lamps. My swing arm table lamps. I don't know. Maybe you can see this one over here better if I turn it. This little guy, I work with 2 of them on my table because I like it warm. They're only like $8.99 at IKEA, and they're like $20 if you get them from like an Office Depot type place. Gosh, I mean, there's just so much. There's like salon decor, and if you have a vision in your mind of what you want your space to look like, I took a picture of it. I'll post it on Facebook below this. There is a chair that it's a chair frame thing, and then you put the cushion in it, and the cushion, you can get it in different colors and stuff. Well, in linen and in black, which I really like the black one. It's a chair that you sit in, and it kind of springs when you sit in it. And it's got an ottoman that slides up to it that basically goes all the way under like somebody's calves if you bump it all the way up to the chair. But it's super lightweight. So if you're not on carpet, if you're on a hard floor, the ottoman slides really easily. You could have a client in it, it's at a height that you could have a client sitting in it, a bowl at their feet, soaking in the bowl. Then you would be able to lift up their legs, move the bowl out of the way, and scoot the ottoman under their legs, like a towel over the ottoman, and wrap their legs up. And then you would be able to just sit on like a short folding footstool. And if you got a round, like a neck pillow type thing, but like massage therapists use them for putting it under people's knees. When it came time to polish, if you slid that under their knees, it would put their feet in like the perfect spot right in your perfect work area to polish. And the chair and the ottoman thing for under the legs, all total, I think was like $120 or something for both. So that's the thing about IKEA, is you can get expensive stuff there, but if you're really picky about what you're looking for, and you know, like what kind of styles you want, there is so many different lighting. And like, I found the most amazing retail cabinets there yesterday. They're glass doors, they're wood. You can either get them standing or where they mount to the wall, and they have the hole in them to be able to put the lights inside and then run the cord out the back, so that you can have a lighted, glass shelved, glass front door retail display cabinet. You can mount it on the wall, or you can have the one that's freestanding. You can paint them different colors, and they're not expensive. It's like $80 or whatever. And the thing I like about having retail in a display is no shelf and product dusting and rearranging, because that's no fun. Nobody wants to spend any time doing that. So there was just so much cool IKEA stuff. So pretty much, and I've seen tons of, let's see. I know that a lot of my Portland, Oregon, Salem, Oregon area friends have IKEA setups in their stations. So I know that the Artistry of the Nail, which is Dana, I know she has IKEA stuff in her space. And Cindy just put up some pictures not that long ago of her space, all done up in IKEA stuff. And so there's like, you can get the desks that are like, they have like 2 drawers and they're a desk and stuff like that. And so a lot of times people have those off to the side. And so they have drawers to put some stuff in, but they've made their station into like an L shape. So they've got their table lamp over there on the second space and everything. So anyway, super cool, IKEA stuff. So last thing I wanted to talk about today was, I don't know if anybody caught this on Friday late. Nellie posted the braces for the correction of ingrown toenails, involuted toenails. So it's a fiberglass droplet strip, and you place it across the nail, and it helps pull the sides of the nail up. So here's a picture that he posted, and you can see on the bare nail where the strip is across, and it's pulling up the sides to help the nail grow out past where it would normally curl down and grow in. And then once you seal everything all in with, I would assume he used barefoot or something like that. It takes away the pressure right away. It takes away the pain, and it helps the nail grow out. So these are nail braces, and you can get them from the Center for Beauty, which is all about feet. It's cjscenterforbeauty.com, and they're these little braces, and I think I'm trying to get him to do a Nails Over Coffee demoing this. So lots of hearts, so that when Nellie watches this later on replay, he knows that everybody wants to see this on Nails Over Coffee. So I need you guys to tap the screen for hearts, because we need lots of hearts. And you can tap the screen for hearts on the replay too. So if you're watching this on the replay and you want to see Nellie do a demo of the braces, we need lots and lots of hearts so we can go, please, 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 Nellie Neal, won't you please demo the braces for us on Nails Over Coffee, because we really would like to see that. He has done training at the North American School of Podology, and we definitely, and he's going to be in a couple of LCN booths over the show season. And so we need to really bug him, because this is like career changing specialty pedicure technique. Okay. This is like, if you are networking with a podiatrist or 10, and you are able to do techniques like these and trained like these, and you're barefoot certified, and you're using like the LCN foot urea products, or you're retailing or using FootLogix products, those kind of things, this is like super big, awesome moneymaker. People whose toes hurt will pay bucks to have their toes not hurt. So we definitely want to see a demo on this, Nellie. Please, 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 please. Okay. Well, it's 2:32. Amazing. A whole half hour went by. So do you guys have anything for me? Hope you guys had a good weekend. I've got it saved on my stuff to watch, listen, whatever. I don't know if Nail Talk Radio was periscoped last night, but I have it on my saved thing to make sure I go listen to NTR. Anyone have anything for me? I have quite the mess at my table today because I just got done with my client. But look at this amazing suspension gel. So I have not stirred this. I have not done anything with this. They didn't periscope? Okay, cool. So I just have to listen to it. This is the suspension gel I did last night for the Elegant Glass Nails. Just a regular radio show. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to grab this because I want you guys to be able to see this close up. This is the pigment in the suspension gel, and I have not stirred this. And notice it is not separated. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but it's not separated. And that is the one I mixed with pigments. And this, I don't have the lid off. Look at this awesome like Club MTV angle we got going on here. Is the one I did with the Elegant Glass Nails glitter. Again, I haven't stirred, and look, it's still mixed. Like, how cool is that? So I'm super excited to get my nails back on and mix up a Disney 60th Diamond Celebration dark blue shimmery one of the suspension gel, because this stuff is pretty badass. Like, I would super enjoy using this. Like, I'm barefoot certified, and so I would love to use this over the barefoot on some toes. That would rock. You guys get to see all my mess here on my table. So that would be, this Elegant Glass suspension gel would be really good for that. And I used it last night in the demo over IBX, so to give some strength. So it'll be really cool to see how that works and how it holds out. Went on beautifully. So that video will still be up for probably about another 6 hours or so. So, or if you're a University of Nails member, it'll be archived. I also, on YouTube, on the YouTube channel for Nails Over Coffee, I am all the way caught up through March 2nd with uploaded shows. Oh my gosh, I've done a lot of shows. Don't ever go back and watch old videos of yourself, by the way. And so I just have a couple more videos to upload, and then I will upload this video to the YouTube channel, and then I will be posting the YouTube link to the Facebook page instead of the actual video to the Facebook page. It's much better video quality. And then we'll still be able to have our normal comment on the Facebook below. So, for whatever you guys have to say. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here then, because it's been 36 minutes. But now you can go ahead and binge watch me on YouTube. I know. I'm a weirdo. All right. Nothing? Anyone? Anyone? All right. I've got some other things for you guys, but I'll save them for till tomorrow. All right. Well, until tomorrow, have a nail-tastic day. Thank you for joining me all the way from New Zealand. We'll try and figure out some way for you to get IKEA-like stuff in New Zealand. Everybody say goodbye. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Right? She says, haha. All right. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.